Well, returning back to normal slowly. The option of eating indoors at local restaurants is becoming more available.
Yeah, and the next time you eat out, you may notice something different, something inspired by a group of Bay Area veterans. Here's Garvin Thomas with tonight's Bay Area Proud.
This story begins in a recent past that somehow now feels like ancient history. Back in the days when we could gather to eat in crowded restaurants.
He said, "That's not what you told me 2 weeks ago."
It was every Thursday morning in those pre-COVID times that a group of 5 veterans,
He was a flat gunner,
anchored by 101-year-old World War II pilot Chuck Baker, would get together for breakfast at the Tower Cafe in Los Altos.
We didn't talk about the war. That years ago. We're just friends.
They didn't always sit at the same table, though. And that, Mike Crisp says, is where the story really starts.
We're here, and their table is over there, and we noticed them. They were always there about the same time we were on Thursdays.
Mike, who served in the Coast Guard in the early 60s, says one table eventually approached the other and asked if they served. The two groups quickly became one, bonding over shared military experiences, no matter when, where, or in which branch they served. Like what they ate, for example.
Well, that's one thing we all have in common, because if you're in service, you sure as heck had Spam for breakfast.
Well over 350 Spam cans per minute are
Spam, made by Minnesota-based Hormel Foods, was a staple of military rations for decades. And so one day, when a member of the group showed up with a can of Spam, they took a picture. Mike sent it to Hormel, thinking they might find their story interesting. He was right.
We immediately jumped on this opportunity to talk to them.
Jeff Baker is a vice president at Hormel.
It was a cool enough letter, an inspiring enough letter that the story deserved to be told.
So Hormel sent a crew to Los Altos to create a video about the group. But that's not all. They wanted to see this story of veterans connecting repeated. Hormel is now approaching restaurants across the country, asking them to establish tables of honor, in Chuck's name, reserved for vets once a week to drop in and connect with others.
What a great idea to put a table together where people can come and share their stories and share their experiences and make new relationships or renew old relationships.
Just like indoor dining, COVID has put a slight hold on Hormel's rollout of the tables.
Oh, wow.
But they are committed to finishing what they started. Just like the men they are honoring. Garvin Thomas, NBC Bay Area News.